So Olandria really had security remove somebody from her Paris meet and greet, and y'all won't believe what this person allegedly said to her face. But before I get into all of that, we also need to talk about the fact that Nick finally broke her silence after weeks of people in her comments asking questions. And what she said is definitely going to have some of y'all in the comments going back and forth. Plus, Olandria served multiple looks at Haute Couture Day 3. And I have thoughts. Grab your snacks, get comfortable, because we have a lot to get into today.
Allez, Olandria! Mama, elle est trop my God! You're so beautiful. Oh my God. You're gonna love it. The collection is so beautiful.
Your look is stunning.
Beautiful, shiny. Thank you. You like the gold in the ear?
Thank you very much.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
See you in the Fashion Week, but
Alright, so let's start with this Paris meet and greet situation, because the videos that people have been posting are everywhere right now. For those of you who don't know, Olandria has been in Paris for Haute Couture Fashion Week. She's been documenting the whole trip on her Instagram, and honestly, most of what she's been posting has been beautiful. The outfits, the views, the food, all of it. But she also announced before she left that she was going to do a meet and greet for her European supporters, because a lot of her audience is actually international, and she doesn't get to see them as often as she sees her American fans. The meet and greet was held at this venue in the Marais district, and according to people who were there, the line was wrapped around the building. We're talking easily over 200 people waiting outside, which is actually impressive when you think about the fact that she promoted this maybe a week in advance. Now here's where things allegedly got messy. Multiple people who attended the event have posted on Twitter and TikTok saying that everything was going smoothly for about the first hour. Olandria was taking pictures, signing things, talking to fans. The whole experience you would expect. But then, reportedly, this one woman got to the front of the line and started saying something to Olandria that made her visibly uncomfortable. Nobody has been able to confirm exactly what was said because there's no video with clear audio, but people who claim they were standing close enough to hear have said the woman was asking personal questions about Olandria's family. Now, I want to be careful here because I wasn't there, and the accounts are secondhand. But multiple people are saying that Olandria stayed calm. On told the woman something along the lines of, "That's not appropriate," and when the woman allegedly kept pushing, security stepped in and escorted her out.
We love you, Olandria. Ta gueule. Elle est trop belle. We love you.
we actually have berets for you. For the Paris. We have
ouais, it's a gift.
berets. You're gonna wear it.
Donnez les cadeaux là, donnez les cadeaux.
We have We also have berets. You're gonna do it for the photo.
Elle est trop belle, Seigneur. Oh, you are beautiful. Elle est trop belle. Qu'est-ce qu'elle est belle. Belle. Dites-lui de ne pas pleurer. Oh. Qu'est-ce qu'elle est belle.
We're gonna show up always.
Oh non.
You're welcome, girl.
Oh, je suis prête. Vous avez fait pleurer Olandria, vous avez pas honte? Elle a envie de pleurer. Oh là. Oh non, vous l'avez fait pleurer, vous avez pas honte. Vous allez faire plus maquillage, oui. Azastar. Oh non. Collez la tête, maman, collez la tête. Don't cry. Voilà, à cause de vous, sur ces photos, elle aura des larmes. Mais pas de notre faute, c'est les émotions. C'est des larmes de joie, Oh non, t'as pas ça, toi. Oh, elle est trop jolie.
Mathieu.
Salut,
Regina
Regina, send me your letter, oui. Dis, t'as
Faut trop rire les deux derrière, oui.
dis, t'as Regina, on adore sa wig, s'il vous plaît.
She's the star.
Regina, la wig. Olandria, we love you. C'est qui la touche comme ça, qu'elle vient plus là? Oh
C'est celui-là.
C'est quoi ça? Il est en train de gâcher la robe.
Ça y est, lui, il a eu sa photo, là.
Non, c'est vrai.
One video that's been circulating shows the woman being walked out by 2 security guards, and you can hear her saying something, but the audio is muffled. Some people are claiming she was saying she was a longtime supporter. Other people are saying she was being confrontational. Without clear audio, it's really hard to know for certain what went down. What we do know is that Olandria took a break after that incident. She reportedly went backstage for about 15 or 20 minutes before coming back out to continue meeting fans. Someone who was there posted that when Olandria came back, she addressed the crowd briefly and said something like, "I appreciate all of you for being here, but please understand that some topics are off limits." That's reportedly a direct quote, though again, I wasn't there personally. The reaction online has been split, as you can probably imagine. Half the people are saying Olandria had every right to set boundaries and remove someone who was making her uncomfortable at her own event. The other half are questioning whether the response was too harsh, especially if the woman was genuinely a supporter who just asked the wrong question. What do I think? Look, if someone is at your event and they start asking questions that cross a line, you absolutely have the right to end that interaction. That's not controversial to me, but I also think we need to wait for more information before we decide this woman was some kind of villain, because right now, all we have is pieces of the story. I did see that a few people are tagging the woman trying to get her to tell her side, but as of when I'm recording this, she hasn't posted anything publicly. If she does come forward, you know I'll give you an update. Now, speaking of people finally speaking up, let's get into what everyone has been waiting for. Nick finally said something. For those of you who might be new here, there has been tension between Nick and certain members of this online community for the past several weeks. I'm not going to rehash every single detail because I covered a lot of it in previous videos, but the short version is that Nick was being called out for comments she made on a live stream, and instead of addressing it directly, she went quiet. And when I say quiet, I mean quiet. She wasn't posting on her main Instagram. And her YouTube channel had no new uploads. Even her Twitter was just reposts with no captions. People were genuinely wondering if she was going to come back at all, or if she was just going to wait for the whole thing to blow over.
Yeah! Yeah! Thank you, thank you. Oh non! Moi j'ai pas pris ma photo avec Olandria, wesh. Prenez en photo avec Olandria. Quelqu'un peut envoyer un message inconnu s'il vous plaît. Inconnu. C'est qui inconnu?
You're welcome.
Et tu sais quoi? Reste avec Benjamin. Ok.
I leave tomorrow. I have one more show tonight with the Robert show. Yeah.
Oh.
It's on the schedule. You have a schedule for the Robert show?
Ah, c'est 19h30. Ah, yeah, 7h30.
No, it's
Dernière chose qu'elle a. 7h30. 7h30.
Olandria.
Robert.
On va tout hein? Non. Where is he?
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Si, si. Je suis là. Oui, je suis venue avec elle. Viens avec elle. Elle te prend tout pour My children. Ah mon Dieu.
Bon, les gars, on n'a pas vu chasser. Ils sont
C'est vite, tu fais une photo avec elle. Je vais faire une photo. Can you be Olandria friend?
No way! I love that.
Don't cry.
Je vais pas pleurer. Je ne vais pas pleurer. I don't cry. That's so beautiful.
Scusate, ci dobbiamo spostare di qua, scusate. Dobbiamo spostare.
Olandria, it's okay.
Allez, on se disperse. Ça vous bloquer la route.
My God! C'est bon!
Allez.
Tapotez le live s'il vous plaît, merci! Waouh! Ah, je suis trop contente! Moi, je l'ai vu dans mon live, c'est bon. Dans mon live. Mettez bien Mathieu.
Reggie's over there.
Thank you very much.
I love you guys.
Thank you!
See you in the fashion week, but dans nos téléphones.
See you later, baby! See you! Thank you!
Robert show
Yeah! Thank you! Bye-bye!
Well, 2 days ago, Nick posted a video on her YouTube channel. No announcement, no Instagram story saying new video up, nothing. She just quietly uploaded it and let people find it. The video is about 18 minutes long, and I'm going to break down the key points for you. First of all, Nick started by saying she needed time away because her mental health was suffering. She said, and this is a direct quote, "I was reading things about myself every single day that were not true, and it was breaking me down." She talked about how the criticism affected her sleep, her appetite, and her relationships with people in her personal life. And look, regardless of how you feel about what Nick said or did, I think we can all acknowledge that being at the center of online criticism for weeks would be extremely difficult for anyone. But here's where it gets interesting. Nick did actually address some of the specific accusations that were made against her. She said that her comments on the live stream were taken out of context and that she was responding to a question from the chat that people didn't include when they clipped the video. According to Nick, the question she was answering was about a specific situation involving someone she had worked with, not a general statement about the community, like people assumed. Now, I went back and watched the original clip and then tried to find the full live stream to verify this. And here's the issue. The full live stream was either deleted or set to private, so I can't independently confirm whether her explanation is accurate. What I can tell you is that the clip that circulated definitely did seem like it started mid-sentence. Whether or not the missing context changes the meaning as much as Nick is claiming, I honestly don't know. She also addressed the rumors that she was planning to sue one of the people who was criticizing her online. Nick said that was never true and that she has no interest in taking anyone to court over social media drama. Those are her words. However, she did say that she's consulting with a lawyer about getting certain posts removed that she believes contain false information. So there is some legal action being considered, but according to her, it's about specific false claims, to not just general criticism. The last thing I want to mention from the video is that Nick said she's not going to be posting as frequently going forward. She said she's stepping back from drama content entirely and wants to focus on different types of videos. Now, whether that actually happens remains to be seen because we've heard creators say this before, but that's what she's claiming her plan is for now. The response to the video has been mixed, which I think everyone expected. Her core supporters are in the comments saying they're glad she spoke up and they support her. Critics are saying the video felt like she was making herself the victim and not really taking accountability. Personally, I think the video raised more questions than it answered. If the context from the original live stream was so important, why was the full video taken down? And if she wasn't planning to sue anyone, why did certain people close to her seem to suggest otherwise in the immediate aftermath? These are the things I'm still curious about. But I will say this. I'm glad she at least addressed the situation instead of just pretending it didn't happen. That's more than some creators do. All right, let's switch gears completely because I want to talk about something more positive. Day 3 of Haute Couture was probably my favorite day of Olandria's Paris content so far, and I need to give credit where credit is due. Let's start with the first look of the day. She posted this around 9 a.m. Paris time wearing what looked like a custom piece. Though she didn't tag the designer initially, the jacket had these exaggerated shoulders with a very structured silhouette. And she paired it with wide-leg trousers that were giving very much elegant, very much sophisticated. The color was this deep emerald green that honestly looked stunning against her skin tone. I saw a lot of people in the comments saying she looked like old Hollywood royalty, and I don't disagree with that comparison. Later that day, she changed into what ended up being the look that got the most attention online. It was this dramatic gown with a sheer overlay that had embroidered details throughout. The silhouette was very classic, almost vintage-inspired, but the sheer element gave it a modern edge. She wore it to a private viewing event, and the photos from that event have been circulating because some of the other attendees were also well-known names in the fashion space. Now, I have to be honest with y'all. When I first saw the photos, I wasn't sure how I felt about the styling choices. The hair was pulled back very tight, almost severe, and I initially thought it didn't match the softness of the gown, but then I saw the video of her walking into the event, and I completely changed my mind. In motion, the whole thing came together. The severe hair actually made her features stand out more, and the way the sheer fabric moved when she walked was beautiful. Sometimes you have to see fashion in movement to really appreciate it. Still photos don't always capture the full effect. The third and final look of the day was more casual, at least by Haute Couture standards. She wore a tailored white suit with pointed toe heels for what seemed like a dinner with friends based on the photos she posted. This one was simpler, but still polished. I appreciated that she didn't try to make every moment into a high-fashion editorial. Sometimes a clean white suit is exactly right for the occasion. Throughout the day, Olandria also posted stories interacting with fans who recognized her on the street. One video showed a group of young women asking for a photo, and Olandria stopped, took pictures with all of them, and then posted the video with a caption thanking her Paris supporters. That kind of content is why people connect with her. Despite everything happening with the meet and greet drama, moments like those remind you that she does engage with her audience in genuine ways. I also want to mention that she's been collaborating with a photographer for this trip who has been doing an incredible job. The images coming from Paris have been professional quality, and I think having that kind of visual documentation is smart for her brand. It shows she's taking this seriously as a creative project, not just a vacation with content attached. Before I let y'all go, I have a couple of quick updates on other situations I know some of you have been asking about. First, regarding the situation from last week that I mentioned in my previous video, there still hasn't been any official statement from anyone involved. I'm keeping an eye on it, and as soon as something develops, I'll update you. But for now, there's nothing new to report. Second, I've been getting questions in my comments about whether I'm going to cover a specific controversy that happened on TikTok this week. The short answer is I'm still looking into it. I want to make sure I have accurate information before I speak on it because, as we've seen too many times, initial reports don't always tell the full story. If there's something I feel confident about by my next video, I'll include it then. All right, y'all, that's everything I have for today. I want to know what you think about all of this. Do you think Olandria handled the meet and greet situation correctly? Do you believe Nick's explanation about the missing context? And which Haute Couture look was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss when I post updates on any of these stories. I appreciate every single one of you who watches, comments, and shares these videos. You keep this channel going. I'll see you in the next one.